So you decided to buy a top-tier Japanese premium tank, but there are two options, the Type 16 EPS and the Type 74G Kai. I'm going to help you with the decision on which one you should buy. The first thing we're going to talk about is the price point. The Type 16 is a pack vehicle which costs 60 euros. The pack includes the Type 16 FPS, 15 days of premium account and 2000 golden eagles. And the Type 74G on the other hand is a GE only vehicle which costs 8730 GE. You're probably going to buy the 10,000 GE offer and that will cost you 50 euros. If you would buy 15 days of premium time, that would cost you 6 euros. And if you would buy 2000 golden eagles, that would come at the price of 12 euros. We're going to start with the Type 74G. The first pro are the Gen 1 thermals, which aren't the best. The resolution is a little bit slacky, but you still can very much use them. Another pro is hydropneumatic suspension, which you can use to get more gun depression or lower the overall height of your vehicle. Another pro is the Type 93 ammunition, which has 405mm max pen. Another one is the top mounted 50 cal, which is good against helicopters and aircraft. You also get quite trolley turret armor, which can bounce a shot or two, but you shouldn't rely on it. The last pro is the neutral steering, which of course the Type 16 doesn't have because it's a wheeled vehicle. Now for the cons, it doesn't have any composite armor, which means it's very vulnerable to chemical rounds. Also the mobility takes a time to get going. You don't have the best power to weight ratio and your top speed is only 53 kph. Another con is the pretty slow turret traverse, so no quick swooping the turret around. Next up are the pros of the Type 16. First pro is the top speed with 100 kph and in reverse it hits 36 kph. The next pro is its roof mounted 50 cal machine gun, also good against aircraft and helicopters. Another pro is the engine in the front, which absorbs some rounds maybe and you can survive more. The last pro are the Gen 3 thermals, which other than the Gen 1 thermals have very good resolution and it doesn't hurt your eyes to be using them a lot. Now for the cons. The first con is the turning circle, which is very large. Another con is the gun depression with only 6 degrees and no possibility to increase that. You also only get the M735 ammunition with less than 300mm of max pen, which at that BR isn't that much. And here again we have slow turret traverse. And the last thing is the armor. You won't be able to bounce anything above 3 centimeters in caliber. What tank would I recommend? And the answer is, it really depends. If you prefer to snipe from the second or third line, then I would recommend the Type 74G, because that vehicle is not meant for close quarter combat. Its mobility is too slackish, it's too heavy on how it feels to drive, the turret rotation is too slow, and the reload too long to be really successful in close quarter combats. Of course, in some occasions you can do it. It also is able to flank a lot. Not a lot, but it's also able to do it. And it gets the high pen ammunition with the Type 93. On the other hand, if you're more the aggressive flanker type of player, you should definitely take the Type 16 because it's obviously faster, not necessarily more agile because it has a wide turning radius, but it still makes it a very capable flanker. Of course you also don't have the best reload and not the best turret rotation, but you can compensate for that. Of course the Type 16 is also on the other hand meant for more like a sniper role, because the Japanese doctrine is more like a defensive one, so most of their vehicles going to be passive, more like stay in the back and let the enemy come, than aggressive, like Russian MBTs are. But due to the much weaker ammunition, the Type 16 doesn't excel at sniping.